What's up, guys? So I thought maybe I could make a video today for you. I'm making cheesecake for Thanksgiving. I'm going to my boyfriend's family's house, and I've never made anything for them before. I've never cooked for them before. My dog's in the background, by the way. That's Oakley. Anyway, but I love cooking cheesecake, so that's what I decided to volunteer to make. So that's what we're gonna make together. But before that, I'm kind of feeling like an itchy, scratchy throat coming on. Like I feel like I'm starting to feel sick. So I'm gonna put this 1,000 milligram vitamin C daily immune support tropical flavored in my water bottle right here. And I'm gonna drink that while we make this video. So I encourage you to hydrate and stay healthy as well. And also, I did smoke previously. So, cheers if you guys would like to join the vibes. I smoked before, and I got everything ready to start making the cheesecake. So hopefully I don't have to leave camera too much. But also this angle is like I'm crouched over right now. That way you guys can see as I'm actually making the food. So hopefully that's a good enough angle. Cheers. I've never had this before, so we'll see if I like it. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. Well, it says 1 packet daily, so I don't know if it's harmful to have 2, but because it's not necessary at all. Oh well, this is gonna be extra diluted. We're just gonna put that out of camera for a minute, and we're gonna get started talking on this cheesecake. So the first ever cheesecake I made was actually like going on 2 years ago. Like I think 2 years ago in October was when I made my first cheesecake. And this is the recipe that I made it with, and I've stuck by it, and it's so good. People have bought it from me. Like I have sold these cheesecakes. So follow along, I guess, because this recipe is apparently good. Just like forewarning, my oven is already preheated to 325 degrees. So if you guys are cooking with me, that is what you'll preheat it to. And it'll bake for about 1 hour and 10 minutes till it's like kind of like a little bit jiggly, like almost like Jello in the middle, and then let it sit in the oven with the oven turned off for 1 hour before taking it out. And yeah, I'll give you more tips along the way, but once you take it out, you leave it in the fridge for at least 4 hours, but up to overnight. It's better the longer it sits. So I'm making this today, and then I'll probably finish the topping and stuff later on tonight or tomorrow morning because we need it tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there. I may or may not be filming the last part, the topping part, but you guys can figure it out. Maybe I'll take like pictures or something and maybe put it in the description. So we're gonna get started. And during the whipping part, it might be really loud, so I may or may not try to cut it out so that you guys don't lose your hearing. But let's just get started. So for the cheesecake part, you need 3 blocks of cream cheese. And what I always do is Philadelphia cream cheeses. So the, not sponsored, None of these products are sponsored, but if you'd like to sponsor me, I guess just message me. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, Philadelphia cream cheese sells the packs of 2. So I get that because I do feel like they're maybe like a better texture, like, I don't know, consistency or something. Like I feel like this is like name brand, right? So like I feel like it's gonna be better, but I don't feel like I need all of it to be name brand. So I get 1 of the generic and I mix those all together. So that's what I have like always done. I don't know why, but I just have. You guys can follow along and do that with me, or I don't know, be fancy and get all name brand, or not care about the brand and just get the cheap stuff. And then just fix it up with your cooking. So I just open it up like this, and it kind of should be like a little bit softened. So I've had it sitting out for, I mean, not too long. Like honestly, it could sit out longer and get softer, but that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna just plop this in this bowl right here, and that will be trash, but I'm gonna open all 3 of these before I throw them away. Or maybe I'll just put them right here, so I don't have to leave the frame. I'm just thinking about you guys. My cat is now scratching on his cat tree. So way to go, Zeke. Okay, you done? My sister's cat starts walking towards me. Now my cat is trying to fight him. Of course. He is a fighter. He is like so skittish though. For real. He acts like a baddie. But he does that because he's scared. Like, he's not acting like that because he's trying to beat you up because he's a badass. Like, he's beating you up because he's scared. Okay. There's my 3 blocks of cream cheese sitting in there. Now I'm gonna get 1 cup of sugar. Don't mind the fly swatter hanging on the cabinet. It's just easy to grab. And my niece likes to grab it and play with it, so we have to try to put it where she can't get it. Okay, this might be hard. Let's see if this will fit in here. I might have to use this for the rest, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. So I'm just filling up 1 cup of sugar right now. That's what this is. I feel like it looks like so much more because I keep scooping with this tiny thing, but trust me, you want all of the 1 cup of sugar in your cheesecake. If this is making you hungry, I'm sorry, but maybe now you'll try to make a cheesecake of your own. All right, so 1 cup-ish. I'm gonna dump that in here too. Got some sugar on my fingers. And then I'm going to crack 3 large eggs into it. I'm trying to clean up as I go along, so let me put this away real quick. Okay, I have my eggs already sitting out, so I'm just gonna crack these in here. I guess I can move this over here for you guys. Is that better at all? Oh, that cream cheese on the side. Lovely. Okay, here's what it looks like with the sugar in there. And honestly, if you just mix this up, It's really good. This mixture, just the cream cheese and the sugar right now. So this might be loud unless I cut it out. All right. So now we're kind of left with this like kind of creamy, cream cheesy like texture, like consistency. I don't know what you want to say. But this is really good stuff. Like really good stuff, actually. You know what's good with this? Literally do this. When you're making this, this is what I do. Before you put the eggs in it, you take your strawberry that you have for the topping, and you get some of this, because this is literally just sugar and cream cheese, so it's just like a little fruit dip. Whoa. Those strawberries are really good. Wow. Nature Ripe Farm Fresh. Again, not sponsored, but really good. I'm gonna have another one real quick. Because that is honestly, these strawberries is what's selling it, but wow. If food makes you dance, we can be friends. Okay, back to cracking eggs. Don't judge me if I mess up, but I'm not a pro. Should I try to do it with one hand? My dad used to be a chef. Wait, I think that kind of worked. I didn't get any shell in it, but it's like all over my hand. So, and there's like a little, yeah, you see that dripping? That's like caught up in the egg. Cool, cool, cool. We're not gonna take that with us. So I'm gonna go back to doing it with 2 hands. Cool with everybody? I need a napkin or a rag for my hands. I'm just wiping it on this one that has butter in it for the pan. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that up. Okay, so now, as you can see, it's dripping like a cake batter, something like that. So it's definitely more like liquidy and like gooey, runny with the eggs added in there. Can you guys please just stop bawling? Like, seriously? Okay. I understand your struggle. I understand your pain. But, like, I'm gonna keep catching you every time you fall. So, stop bawling. Okay, so after that, I need 1/4 of a cup of sour cream. And I don't really measure this, but you can tell this is 8 ounces. So that's a cup. So I need like 1/4 of this. And that's kind of just how I do it. I don't really measure it anymore. But feel free to, if you guys would like. The next thing is a little bit of vanilla extract. Again, I don't really measure it, but it's one, let's see, this one's open. It's 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So, sure, like that much. And then you can put lemon zest in it. I do have a lemon for it, but I can't find my sister's zester or anything that I know of that would work. So I'm probably not gonna do that. And then you just mix this up again and your cheesecake's done. All right. So now I'm going to move on to making the crust. So I don't know if this is done dripping or not, but let me remove these. Whew. One of them's gone, but the other one's not coming out. My hands are getting so dirty. Oh! Cool. Me looking at literally all of the places that this mixture just went. It literally got all over the cord. Okay, cool. So I just used my new hand towel for all of that, so now I don't have one again. Awesome. But we're gonna move this bowl, that's what it looks like, out of the way. And I already smashed all the graham crackers. You're welcome. It was also you're welcome to myself, because that would have been really loud, and again, I probably would have wanted to take the video part of that out, so I just didn't record it. So yeah, this requires 15 graham crackers crushed up, so I just put them in a baggie and use like the bottom side of a spoon or something and just smack them until they're smaller pieces. A little ASMR for you guys. All right, that's enough of that. So now you take 5 tablespoons of butter, and I just put it in a cup. I'm gonna melt it in the microwave. You want it melted, not just softened, so make sure you melt it all the way. But it doesn't need to be like boiling hot in there, so if you don't know how long it's gonna take, I just put like 30 seconds on it, and I kind of just watch it towards the end and see how melted it gets. This is half a tablespoon, so I need 2 tablespoons, so 4 scoops. There you go. Okay, so you just pour that in there. And then you do a pinch of salt wherever the salt is. Sure. All right. And now typically when I mix this up, I just use a spatula, and you kind of want the butter and the graham crackers to mix together, for the graham crackers to all be moist so that you can pack them together on the bottom of the pan. So I kind of just like stir it around a little bit and then like smush it down. Here, I'll show you. Just like smush it down to tell how much it would be able to hold its form or not. If I don't think it's ready, then I mix it around more to spread out the butter. So you just keep doing that until you think it's mixed up well enough to go in your pan. Okay, so now I take this mixture and I put it in the bottom of this pan. I already buttered that all up. You could use oil if you want, or wax paper, but I just butter it and pour this in here. And then again, you just like exactly what I was doing with it in the bowl. I just kind of spread it around and like pack it down. But this is important because you want it to make sure that the thickness is even throughout. So now we're finally combining it to make the cheesecake. So you just take this bowl right here. And you pour it into your pan. And then again, you just kind of, there's no technique really that I use. I just kind of circle the pan and even everything out so that there's no like air bubbles or something. And so that it'll like try to cook evenly. This is like the biggest tip that I could tell you guys. I'm gonna get this pan and I'm gonna fill this up with water. Just 1 second. Okay, so there's not an art to this either. There's not a certain amount of water that you need, I don't think, but this is called a water bath. You're gonna put this in the oven with your cheesecake while it cooks so that there's moisture in the oven and it's gonna help it from cracking. So I just put it underneath it. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what I do. And then I just put this up on the top rack. And then I just put this up on the top rack, which is in the middle of the oven, for an hour and 10 minutes. And then it'll sit in the oven for an hour as well before the topping and stuff. So that's how you make a cheesecake. If you guys want to know how I make the topping, I take one of these strawberry pie fillings. I don't really like the strawberries that are in there, so I use fresh strawberries, but I just take the goo, add a little bit of water and put it on the stove top, melt it together, and then pour it onto the cheesecake with the fresh strawberries underneath.